Unresolved Problems segment tonight, the battle over Elian. Yesterday, a court determined Elian Gonzalez would have to stay in the United States for the time being. The next move is Janet Reno's, and the question is, will she live up to her promise to reunite Elian with his father, even if she has to use force to do it? Joining me now, Dr. K.A. Paul, a spiritual advisor to the Miami relatives. He testified at the Senate Judiciary Committee on this case at their request. Thank you for joining us tonight, Doctor. Can you tell me, how did you get involved in working with the family here?
Actually, I went to Cuba to reunite the boy with the father, and I found out the truth that the father is not able to speak for himself. He is completely manipulated and controlled 100%. Yes, you can see it and feel it and experience it even today. And speaking for the Fidel Castro's and his regime, my heart was broken. I was on my knees 3 days, some of the time praying and crying that how we could see Cuba free from this kind of regime, and people, 11 million that are suffering and starving, how they can have total freedom in their life. As a preacher, as a missionary, as we help hundreds of thousands of people around the world, thousands of children around the world, I got involved to help reunite this family, and I still believe the boy should be reunited with the father, but not at the cost of risking his life and family life back to Cuba, but actually, as I have offered Castro's chief of staff of the committee in Castro's building, send the whole family. Don't send the father and the stepmother and the boy, but send the whole family, including father's mother.
You sound like, it sounds like you're very much in a position I have thought was reasonable from the beginning, because I believe it's very important to respect family ties, and that father's position is one that I have a heart for. If my boy were somewhere, I'd want to be reunited with my children. But we really have to consider here the freedom of this father. And you're saying that your sense is, both from the visit and other things, that you don't think he's making a free choice.
Absolutely not, my friend. Not only sense too. I've been in 67 countries. I work with many heads of states, good ones and evil ones. I speak to millions of people around the world. Last week, I spoke to 250,000 people. I have a spirit of sensing. I've been there. I have seen the relatives. I've seen the family members. I have talked to 150 individual leaders. I have talked to the most respected bishop of that country. As a spiritual leader, I have been well received, respected by the Cuban community and Cuban people in Cuba. Now, when I found the truth, he's totally manipulated and lied, which no one knows really. Nobody's even talking about it. Even the Republican leaders do not know the whole truth. I've called personally, met with the leaders of various, both Republican, Democrat leaders, and I said...
What impact do you think this situation is having on the child, though? I noticed the other day a psychologist purported to go in and talk to the child and was claiming that there was some harm being done here. What is your sense of that?
Let me tell you, my friend, the child is in excellent shape. I have seen the child. I ministered to the child. I laid my hands and prayed for the child. I ministered to the family, and I know they are wonderful people in Miami. They're doing their best. Child is in excellent shape. I believe, with deep down in my heart, the prayers of the saints are answered as of yesterday, when they are giving an opportunity to let the courts decide it. Let there not be any manipulation.
So you were elated by the decision yesterday, I imagine.
I am very excited, and I do not want federal government to get involved and send marshals and disasters, because I'm a peacemaker. I want it to be made very peacefully, problems to be resolved prayerfully, and the outcome would be excellent. And I believe...
So do you believe that what if Janet Reno were to go in and try to use sort of force to take the boy to his father? What do you think should happen?
It'll be the biggest mistake in this administration in the last 7 years they've ever made. And already you know what happened with the Waco situation. They should never, never, never do that. You know,
millions... Well, surely you're not advocating, though, any kind of violence in response to that.
No, matter of fact, I worked with the local mayors there. I'm a peacemaker. I have people praying and fasting there, and I do not want... I have been in the house, outside the house. I've been in the rallies. I called for the rallies and suggesting no violence, no problem, no beating.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming on. I wish you Godspeed.